Same goes for Orange County, so limit your time. Don't be too close to those cars in front of you, and make sure you use your headlights. Here is an example of those foggy conditions. Our exclusive camera from the USS Battleship Iowa camera out in San Pedro, showing very cloudy conditions and fog. Now, the other thing is that we have this poor air quality because of the smoke from the fireworks last night. I showed you that advisory map earlier. We are looking at a gradual warming trend. Today, the numbers in the mid-70s away from the coast, and the weather will be even warmer for tomorrow. As we head into the weekend, we're taking a ride on the weather roller coaster. The temperatures will be coming down, and we're going to have some cooler conditions. This morning, we've got numbers in the 20s and 30s up in the deserts. Big Bear has 25. Look at the valleys in Inland Empire. You've got 40s and 30s, so it's a chilly start. Wherever you are, we've got 39 over in Thousand Oaks. Now, here's a look at the afternoon conditions. No travel advisories. I know the winds were a bit breezy yesterday in some spots. The winds will be lighter today. That red flag warning has been allowed to expire. It was supposed to be in effect until 6 p.m. But the conditions, they're still elevated when it comes to fire concerns. So please be safe with anything that has an ignition source. So we have 60s in the deserts, 60s and 50s in the mountains, looking at mostly sunny skies. Now look at the Inland Empire. Yesterday we were in the low 70s. Today, mid-70s, upper 70s on Lake Elsinore and Temecula. Good morning to you in Orange County. We have that fog this morning. Temperatures during the afternoon with sunny skies will be in the upper 60s. Put on the sunscreen. May not seem like you need it this morning if you're headed out towards the amusement parks, but gradually skies will clear. The weather over in Ventura County, 60s near the coast. And once you head inland, look at these temperatures in the 70s. Santa Clarita, 75. And here's your day in LA. Again, very foggy near the coast. Inland, temperatures are going to be in the 70s this afternoon, and we're going to have upper 60s for Los Angeles. Now, here's a look at the weather ahead, because we're going to get warmer before we get cooler. Not quite feeling like January. 71 today in Van Nuys. Tomorrow, almost 80 degrees. And then a system up to our north is going to kick some cloud cover our way, increase onshore flow, and look at how the temperatures will come down. 72 on Friday, and by Saturday, we're looking at 66 degrees as we say hello to the first weekend of the new year. Here's your 7-day forecast, where you see temperatures getting warmer through Thursday and then cooling down over the weekend. Heads up, early next week, we're looking at a potential for a strong Santa Ana wind event. So the First Alert Weather Team is staying on top of that. Through the valleys and the Inland Empire, temperatures through tomorrow are going to be warming up. And there you see the numbers as we head into the weekend. Lower into the 60s on Saturday, but go back up Sunday through early next week as we get the return of that offshore flow. The high desert will be calm. Same goes for the low desert. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s. And then finally in the mountains, the weather turns breezy tomorrow. Temperatures in the upper 50s, a little cooler for Saturday, 47. That's your forecast, everyone. Now let's get a check. In fact, we have a dense fog advisory in effect, and you'll see why when we take a look at this map. Look at these very low numbers near the coast, down to about a quarter of a mile at LAX, Anaheim, Santa Ana, the South Bay. Inland, visibility is doing A-OK. A little patchy fog in the Van Nuys area, but this is the area that has that dense fog advisory. It's the coastal locations of LA County, through Pasadena, El Monte, all the way over into Orange County, Anaheim, and Santa Ana. So this is where visibility is reduced, and you need to allow extra time to get to your destination. Meanwhile, inland, here's what we got over the city of Angels. The sun is shining. Temperatures this morning are chilly. We've got 40s, even colder in the deserts and mountains. And during this afternoon, we will have bright sunny skies, 60s near the coast, but we are warming up inland into the mid-70s. I'm tracking a warming trend. We're going to see 80s in our forecast soon. The details ahead. Right now, check the drive. Smoke from fireworks last night are causing very poor air quality. Check this out. We've got red sensors through the San Fernando Valley into Los Angeles, all the way out towards Orange County, and very unhealthy air right now being reported in the Inland Empire. Now, on top of this, I'm also tracking a warm-up. Find out when we get to the 80s in your 7-day forecast. Here's Robin with traffic. Good morning. And it looks like things are okay there. One thing's for sure is that folks do need to bundle up this morning. Hi, everyone. Happy New Year. Here's the forecast for the Rose Parade. Temperatures this morning are starting off in the 40s. By 8 a.m. when it all kicks off, 52 degrees and sunny skies. And by 10 a.m., temperatures will be in the mid-60s. So a few layers to start things off. But by 10 a.m., I think with that sunshine, it's going to feel really nice. And Float Fest, hey, you should really check that out, because once you get really close to the floats, that's where you could really appreciate all of the details that go into it. Right now, look at this. Hard to see what's out at LAX. So we've got that dense fog advisory in effect, and visibility is down. All we could see see is the tail light. So if you're headed in that direction, make sure you budget enough time. We've got early clouds and fog, especially near the coast. And because of the fireworks last night, poor air quality, especially in the San Fernando Valley, through Los Angeles, portions of Orange County, and also in the Inland Empire. Now, we do have some gradual warming. Today, temperatures are going up. They're going to go up even more for tomorrow. And then that roller coaster continues. Temperatures are expected to cool as we head into the weekend. Here's what I've got for you right now. 20s up in the deserts, Big Bear 25, 40s and 30s in the Inland Empire, 40s everywhere else. It is a chilly start. Now, here's a look at the afternoon. Gradually, we'll see the sunshine, the clouds lift, the fog burn off. Temperatures will be in the upper 60s at the coast, and then 70s, mid 70s for the valleys, the Inland Empire, Big Bear 57, and 60s in the deserts. So other than the fog that we have this morning, if you are heading the roads, then the weather should not get in your way. I don't have any other travel advisories in effect. Now, we're going to get warmer before we get cooler. Here's how we're kicking off the new year. Here's Riverside, 75 today. And tomorrow, we're looking at a high of 81. That warm-up will be brief. Temperatures start to cool off as we head into the weekend. Saturday, 66. And then temperatures kind of level out, still above normal for next year. Numbers will be in the mid-70s. And when we take a look at our extended weather models, check it out. That parade of storms continues to track up to the north. And meanwhile, here in Southern California, we just get the clouds. Here we are looking at the weather on Friday into Saturday. This is one of the reasons why our numbers are going to be coming down as we head into the weekend, because of a system up to our north spreading that onshore flow in our direction and that cooler air, but not bringing us any rain. The weather through early next week stays dry. That storm track continues up to the north. In fact, through early next week, we may see the return of some stronger Santa Ana winds. And by the way, I want to show you what's happening with our water year. So far, it is not looking good. So far, our winter has been really dry. Since October, the beginning of our water year, we've only had 0.16. Around this time of year, we should be closer to about 4 inches. So we have a huge deficit. And when we take a look at that 7-day forecast, unfortunately, I'm not seeing any significant storms on the horizon. So that fire concern will continue into next week. 7-day forecast keeping us dry, warming through tomorrow, cooling this weekend, and the next week temperatures will level out. The forecast in the valleys and Inland Empire will come close to 80 degrees tomorrow, and then we'll cool through the beginning of the weekend. Saturday, more clouds, temperatures in the 60s. The forecast in the deserts, hey, that stays steady through the rest of the week. Same goes for the low desert, 60s and 70s, and finally in the mountains. Tomorrow turns a little breezy, temperatures in the upper 50s. It gets cooler this weekend in the 40s and low 50s. That's your forecast. Now to traffic.